This meeting is called to order. Welcome to today's council meeting for February 17, 2026. Please stand and join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Melissa, please call the roll.
Mayor Ralph. Council President Kaur.
Here.
Councilmember Boyce.
Here.
Councilmember Boyd.
Here.
Councilmember Larmer.
Here.
Councilmember Michaud.
Here.
Councilmember Shoker.
Here.
And Councilmember Troutner.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Next up, we have agenda approval. Are there any changes to the agenda?
From administration, I'd like to add a consent agenda item M, which is an excused absence for the mayor.
Thank you. Any other changes? If none, may I have a motion, please, to approve the agenda with amendment?
So move.
Motion and second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next up, we have public communication. And under public communications, we have public recognition, appointment to Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Belonging Board. Mayor Ralph is requesting that council confirm her appointments to the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Board. This item is on our today's consent agenda. There are about 17 individuals. Are there any members being appointed to the board here in the audience? I don't remember seeing anyone. Okay. We'll move on. Council will confirm that appointment later on. I hope you will. Okay. Next up, we have appointment to Kent Parks and Recreation Commission. Mayor Ralph is requesting council confirm appointment of Stephanie Vedvik to the Kent Parks and Recreation Commission, and I believe she is in the audience. This item is on today's consent agenda. Is there anything you would like to say, Stephanie? I'm sure we've already asked if you have. All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. And the council will approve that, hopefully, as well. Okay. Next, we'll move on to community events. And Councilmember Boyce.
Thank you, Madam President. We have a lot of things that's going on at Acesso Showwear Center. So I'm going to name a few things that you can have an opportunity to take you and your family to the events. On February 20th, we have Seattle Thunderbird versus the Portland Winterhawks. February 21st, we got the Tacoma Stars versus the San Diego Sockers. February 22nd, Toby Matt Hit Deep Tour with Crowder and Jeremy Camp. And then February 28th, the Thunderbirds back in town against the Everett Silvertips. March 6th, Tacoma Star versus the Kansas City Comets. March 7th, Seattle Thunderbird versus the Tri-City American. And then on March 13th, we have the Iconic Fest with E40. And the last one, we just say April 19th, third day 20th anniversary tour. So there's lots of things going on at show where this is a big time for the Thunderbirds. So you haven't seen them play, please take opportunity to take you and your family. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilmember Boyce. Any other community events? Okay. All right, moving on. We have public safety report, and we have Deputy Chief Stansfield here to present public safety report. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Council. Deputy Chief Stansfield from the Police Department. Here tonight to bring you tonight's public safety report. Our only agenda item that we have for our public safety report is a swearing in of one of our new officers, Officer Cameron Alonzo. If you could come up to the front, please. Just right here in the center. Cameron, who do you have here with you tonight?
I have my dad here, my mom, my sister Jordan, my aunt Kaylee, and my fiance Aspen.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to support him. So, Cameron comes to us tonight. He lives in Edgewood, Washington. He's 23 years old and lives with his fiance Aspen, who's here with us this evening. Cameron's originally from Texas and moved to Washington 15 years ago with his mom and dad and two sisters. He graduated from White River High School in Buckley in 2020. That's not very long ago. Before working for Kent PD, Cameron worked as an Amazon delivery driver based out of Maple Valley for 2 years. And really what sold Cameron on coming to work for the city of Kent is he Was on a pre-employment interview looking at several different police departments, but immediately fell in love with our city on his ride along when he's out with one of our officers, and decided right then and there he didn't want to work for any other department. Fun fact about Cameron is that he showed his dog throughout all 4 years of high school in 4-H. So pretty neat. I think everybody loves dogs. So that's about Cameron, and Council President Carl will swear Cameron in now.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to bear true faith and allegiance
to the United States of America,
to the United States of America,
the state of Washington,
the state of Washington,
and the city of Kent,
and the city of Kent.
that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws
That I will uphold the Constitution and the laws
of the United States and state of Washington,
of the United States and the state of Washington.
and I will obey the rules and regulations
And I will obey the rules and regulations
of the Kent Police Department.
of the Kent Police Department.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and welcome.
I'm not doing bunny ears, you okay?
Maybe if Councilmember Boyd joining us should a little bit this way, and also Councilmember Larmer.
Which way? Oh, that one? Here.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Do we have any questions for Deputy Chief?
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Good to see everybody again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, next we are on reports from council and staff. There's Mayor Ralph's report, which I do not have access to, so I'm sure we'll get an update on that. Next, we'll have CAO's report. Pat.
Thanks, Council. Very briefly, we continue to work in Olympia. Kyle is doing an amazing job organizing, working with other cities. There was a bill cutoff date today. A couple of the bills that we were firmly against have died, which is good news. There will be, Kyle sent out a report to the council earlier this morning, and he will continue to work really, really hard on this for another month or so, and then he can breathe. But until then, he's not allowed to breathe. Anyway, I can tell you, he's doing an incredible job, and he is really working for not only Kent but this entire region.
Awesome.
He really is. So, thank you.
Thank you, Pat. And we have council's report for council. We had our council workshop tonight, a great update on grants that our city applies for, and in last year, 2025, Kent actually received $17.9 million of funding backed for our streets and roads. So great projects. Our public work department does a great job of getting grants for our city. I had one regional meeting, Domestic Violence Initiative Regional Task Force, and I'll have that update in our council newsletter tomorrow. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with Councilmember Troutner.
Thank you, Madam President. I am subject matter chair for Public Works. Information on the meeting earlier this evening will be in the newsletter tomorrow. I am also on the Puget Sound Regional Fire Authority Governance Board. We met on February 4th. We are starting our fire benefit charge conversation and looking at petitions. We will continue that conversation at our meeting tomorrow evening. I also sit on the Regional Transit Committee, and we meet tomorrow afternoon. That is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Troutner. Councilmember Boyd.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. I sit on the Kent Arts Commission Board, newly appointed. And this past February 11th, we talked about certain things, like one was the Willis Street Greenway sculptures to present at our March meeting. We would discuss that later. We also talked about the Springwood Park Public Arts update, which we had a community outreach that updated 69 people. And the attendance was large, and Lydia will also present this coming Saturday. Again, we talked about Garrison Creek Park's public arts update, and the artists to present at the March meeting will be digital, and we have an art project staff working on to resolve project issues. Also on East Hill, North Public Art update, Parks Planning and Development has dedicated an extra $5,000 to expand the artist scope to include the titles in the overlook area as part of the screen overhang for our 2026-2030 City Arts Plan. Our summer arts exhibit, we will not produce a summer arts exhibit in 2025 due to changes related to the City Hall Administrative Service Building move. Also, Kent Kids Art Day is coming up Saturday, March the 7th at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Kent Commons. And that's it for right now. Our next meeting will be held March the 11th at 5:30 p.m. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilmember Boyd. Councilmember Boyce.
Thank you, Madam President. I am the council rep for the Sound City Association PIC Committee. We meet once a month. We just met recently. We do have a new PIC chair. Lydia Dawson is a federal council member, and the vice chair was Ron Mercer, and he is the vice chair. We also got about 62 new faces on PIC with all the changes going on with the election and so on, and we also got 17 new mayors. So one thing, we kind of went back to the basics, really talked about how PIC should be ran, around the protocol for us having meeting. In the past, we get stuff that come to us is at the 11th hour, right? We don't have time to discuss it, right? So we backing it up and make sure we have at least 2 opportunities to talk about it before we move forward. Another thing we talked about is really having less presentation. We had so many presentations and some was not value added. But some of the things that we're going to be focusing on this year is land use regulation, affordable housing, behavioral health, protection for immigrant community, economic development, human service. We talk about surveillance and privacy related to the flock and ring camera, and then AI technology. So pretty exciting things. I must admit, in the past, I was kind of just, not too happy with things was running, but we're going to go back to the basics, so it's really going to be, I'm looking forward to it. So that's all I have, Madam President. Thank you.
Sounds pretty exciting. Thank you, Councilmember Boyce. Councilmember Larmer.
Thank you, Council President. So I am the subject matter chair for Economic and Community Development. We had one item tonight in our Committee of the Whole, which was information-only update on Recode Kent Phase 2, specific to the community commercial zone. And this is a zone where we're looking at in select parts of the community commercial zone within Kent, the CC zone, allowing 4-plex, 5-plex, 6-plex townhomes and multifamily housing and live work units in just select zones that align with our growth objectives and our along transit. So this is information only. It'll be coming back for a vote in March. I also serve on the King County Growth Management Planning Council, and we will not be meeting until March, so I'll have a report then. And that concludes. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Councilmember Larmer. Councilmember Michelle.
Thank you, Council President. I serve as the Council Liaison for the Human Services Commission, and every month we have started doing mini panels from different organizations, and this month we had Catholic Community Services, Catherine and Rita House, St. Stephen Housing, King County Sexual Assault Resource Center, and El Centro de la Raza. And right before our meeting, staff hosted our grant application workshop. We had about 30 participants. The room was packed. And there will be more workshops available for organizations to get help with the grant application. You can contact Human Services for more information on those dates. And the commission is really gearing up for this summer when they will be reviewing all the grant applications. It's a lot of work, so we are just getting ready for that. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilmember Show. Councilmember Shoker.
Thank you, Council President. So I got to attend the Sound Cities Association's new elected training orientation. It was a great opportunity to build relationships and better understand how regional coordination supports our work here in Kent. I also got to tour the new East Hill Operations Center, which is currently under construction. Seeing that project firsthand gave me a better understanding of how we're investing in infrastructure and long-term service and delivery for our residents. And then I also got to tour the training academy for the Kent Police Department. It was valuable to see the level of preparation that goes into training our officers. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Shoker. That concludes our council report. Okay, public hearing. There is no public hearing tonight. Public comment. Melissa, is there anyone signed up for public comment?
We have one person signed up.
All right. Okay, I will be reading the public comment period is your opportunity to speak. You want to call the person and I'll continue reading. Yes.
MJ Potok.
Okay. All right. The public comment period is your opportunity to speak to the council and the mayor on the issues that relate to the city of Kent or to agenda items council will consider. This is not an open public forum, and comments that do not relate to the business of the city of Kent are not permitted. Additionally, the state of Washington strictly prohibits people from using this public comment opportunity for political campaign purposes, including to support or oppose a ballot measure or any candidate for public office. Speakers may not give political campaign speeches, but must instead speak concerning a matter on the city council agenda or matters concerning the general business of the city of Kent. Furthermore, in providing public comment, speakers must address the mayor or the council as a whole. Remarks intended to target an individual on the dais are not permitted. Finally, please note that this public comment opportunity is for you to provide information to the mayor and the council that you would like us to consider, but we will not be able to answer questions during the meeting itself. The city clerk will announce each speaker. When called to speak, please step to the podium, state your name, city of residence for the record, and then state your comments. You will have up to 3 minutes to provide comment. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm MJ Potok. I live at 2575 68th Avenue South, otherwise known as the West Valley Highway. I live in an exclusive community called the Rollover Community, which the mayor puts it. We're the ones that take all the flood damage that comes off the Green River. And I have a complaint and a grievance on the response from the city on the matter because the wetlands were direct conduits of water into our community. And it brings up a big safety issue. It cuts off a lot of escape routes. It floods very quickly. There's little time to react. My neighbor, she had to be evacuated by a tow truck because she's disabled. Ambulance wouldn't come to take her. Anyway, that's it for that story. But as far as all my neighbors, they've lost furnaces, hot water heaters. I mean, I lost all my beehives because it just came up so quickly. And my grievance is on my water bill, on our water bills. We have a stormwater drainage fee. And I'm asking for myself and the rest of my community, rollover community, which is about 30 homes that's involved in all this, that we be exempt from this stormwater drainage fee on our water bills, because we're the stormwater drainage, and it costs it costs us money, just fix fences, cut up fallen trees, find material to backfill driveways that washed away, replace livestock that I've lost, bees, and I just hope you will consider that and address the safety issue with the wetland areas on the end of 262nd and also front 67th Avenue South, 68th Avenue South, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's been devastating. There has not been any city officials that came by to take a look, I don't think, except for Public Works. They looked at the road and basically they looked at their phones while they're watching the phone. Anyway, thank you for having me. I appreciate the council listening to me.
Thank you, sir. If you want to reach out to our Public Works Director, Chad Buren, he might be able to answer some questions for you sitting right in the back.
Thanks.
Thank you. Melissa, do we have anyone else signed up? All right, thank you so much. Okay, next up, consent calendar. The consent calendar is a compilation of the items that have gone through committee prior to being placed on the consent calendar. Is there a motion to approve consent items A through M?
So move.
Motion and second, any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, thank you. Other business, there are no other business items tonight. Bids, we have Public Works bids. Councilmember Troutner.
Thank you, Madam President. We do have 3 bids this evening. The first is 2026 Plastic Markings Project, and Chad is here to talk about all of
Good
them.
evening, Council. Thanks for having me. Yeah, first one up is 2026 plastic markings. 2 bids received. This is where we go around town and refresh plastic markings. There's like stop bars, arrows, only signs that you see that are torched down on the pavement. Those do wear out, so we go through and refresh those as they wear out. Received 2 bids. The low bid was with specialized pavement marking for $286,880. Engineer's estimate was $488,521. We recommend award.
All right, any questions? All right, I move to award the 2026 Plastic Markings Project to Specialized Pavement Markings, LLC, in the amount of $286,880 and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the city attorney and public works director.
Second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that one passes. We'll move on to the 2026 paint line striping and RPM replacement project.
Thank you. Yep, another kind of housekeeping project, 2026 paint line striping and RPM replacements. This is, again, throughout the city. 3 bids received this year. Low bid was from Specialized Pavement Marking again for $372,740. We had an engineer's estimate of $416,375, and we recommend award.
All right, any questions? All right, I move to award the 2026 paint line striping and raised pavement marking replacement project to Specialized Pavement Marking in the amount of $372,740 and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the city attorney and public works director.
Second.
All right, motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and lastly, the Mill Creek reestablishment.
Last but not least, we're excited about this one. This is the Mill Creek Reestablishment Little Property Floodplain Reconnection Project. This is the next phase of getting Mill Creek cleaned out and maintained to reduce flooding. I'd love to say eliminate, but that's a big word. I will say reduce it significantly. We've had now a couple of winters with no flooding on James Street, and this project will help continue that. Pat gave me that look. This project will help continue that trend, we hope. So this will intends to open up the little property. The city bought this about 15 years ago with the intention of creating a floodplain in this area and trying to recreate more of a natural habitat for Mill Creek in an area that was significantly constrained behind just west of Woodford Avenue. So very excited to have this phase going. This is that last stretch where we're going to end up with the new channel and fish habitat in there as well. So low bid came from 10 bids on this one, all very closely spaced. So the project group did a really good job on it. Low bid came from Rodarte Construction, just shy of $2.1 million, and an engineer's estimate of just over $2.4 million. So we recommend award.
All right, questions? All right, I move to award the Mill Creek Reestablishment Little Property Floodplain Reconnection Project to Rodarte Construction Incorporated in the amount of $2,089,290.47 and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the city attorney and public works director.
Second.
All right, any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, back to you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilmember Tartner. Next up, executive session. There is no executive session tonight. And with no further business, this meeting is adjourned. Have a good night. Thank you.